Welcome to the newsstand of the hottest new podcast, Opinions 2 Million, with your hosts, Big G, Money Mo, and Shawnee, where we'll be discussing the latest and greatest heat from the culture. Man, did you hear that beat drop? You ain't ready. Let's get straight into it. Opinions to reach 1 million followers, opinions to reach $1 million. New pod dropping every week. I officially welcome you to Opinions 2 Million podcast. Let the beat rock. We back at it for another one, man. Episode 15. We had a little hiatus for Christmas, man. We took a week off. Now we back at it. We got the whole gang in here. Money Mo, Shawnee, and with a special guest, Jordan, man. What's good with you, Jordan?
Sir, just want to say, Mama, I made it.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy, man.
Y'all for having me on.
Man, these 30 views, yo said, Mama, I made it.
Let's go.
Like, nah, man, but we got a whole list of range of topics to get down in here. But before we get to the topics, man, how was everybody Christmas? You know, Georgia?
Good, man. It's crazy with the variant of Corona. So everybody had to couldn't really go crazy like we wanted to. But I feel like we older now, so it's like Christmas is crazy.
My bad. I can't say Christmas, man. How was everybody holidays?
Around here.
So I'm not Christian, but I was sick during the holidays. Didn't really have a holiday for us Muslims over the weekend, but you know, it was a nice little break that we got. Spent it trying to drink a lot of soup, trying to cure myself, but you know, we back now.
That's what's good, man. I had a nice time too, but man, we're gonna hit these topics real quick. Yes, and we talk about Jake Paul.
And before we start, you guys, since you guys do celebrate Christmas, did you guys get any special gift, or what gift did you guys give that was special? Either or. Do you guys want to add that? Because I think people would love to hear some special gift that you guys maybe gave out to somebody or you got.
Man, I know I was waiting on that PS5 and never got it.
It's crazy because it's almost been 2 years since that joke came out. It's still hard to get.
Them semiconductors, yo.
And I'm definitely not paying $1,000 for
supply demands.
Them joints. All people doing is buying them and putting them on the internet.
But you gotta think about with coronavirus too. The sales gonna go even crazy. That's why it's hard to get everybody inside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's most definitely true. I mean, I didn't, special gifts for me. I mean, after a certain age, I feel like most of the people
you don't look forward to anything.
Gift cards or money. I mean, that's it.
Yeah. Did you guys give something to somebody now that you're older? Maybe you've had a little cousin or a little brother, sister. Or, Anthony's got kids now, so. I mean, did you guys get somebody something special? I mean, I don't know. I just love to hear people's gifts.
That's it. I only got my daughter's son.
Okay.
My wife a little something.
Got my sister a new iPhone.
Hey, see, that's what's up. We wanted to hear that. That's nice.
That ain't nothing special, yo. I mean, man, let's go.
Hey, man, I didn't get a Christmas gift, so I love to hear it.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and run down these topics. We're gonna talk about that Jake Paul knockout.
Yes,
man,
sir.
TikTok is now dominating the world, man. It's more visited than Google. New Year's resolutions. We're moving into 2022 smooth. Man, Kanye West, man, purchased a house right across the street from Kim K. Man, what's going on with Kyle Rittenhouse, man? They having all kind of rallies and stuff. This man that became from school shooter to celebrity, man. This joint is real crazy. We got to pay some respects to John Madden, passed away. We're going to talk about what is our things going on with the metaverse, how we feel about it, man. Ghislaine Maxwell, convicted, man, found guilty, 5 or 6 counts. And we're going to talk a little bit about the music industry. Some T-Pain tweeted something real informative, telling you how many streams, it takes to get $1. And then Lil Durk proposing, that's Mo's guy.
Oh my goodness.
Dr.Dre settled his divorce, man. He got to pay 100 M's. And then last but not least, we're going to talk about Jay-Z in the versus battle. And we're going to talk about, I guess, earning more money, ways to potentially earn more.
We're going to talk about saving money, overrated.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get straight into it, man. Did y'all catch that fight? Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley.
It wasn't staged. I know Zico said staged. They got
Tyron Woodley too, man. I mean, I was kind of a little disappointed. I really didn't want to see Tyron and Jake Paul fight again, but that's what it was. But that fight to me was boring until that knockout, yo.
Yeah, so for me, this is my first. Yeah, see, I agree with you. So that's what happened to me. I'm being an amateur boxing fan. I watched the whole fight, and it was looking like Tyrone was like, like beating him up. He was getting him tired. He was getting good hits. Until that knockout, I thought Tyrone was gonna win. And it was just the way that he just left his whole face open for him to like just hit him in the face. And I feel like, I mean, being a professional fighter, not a like I know he's not a boxer, but being a professional fighter, Woodley being that in the past, and to, like not be able to take that punch in the face and just get knocked out over it was kind of wild for me to accept, right? I mean, if you're a fighter, I know it's not boxing, and you're a fighter and you couldn't take that punch to the face, and that was like I feel like the only real good one that Jake got, and you get knocked out over it, something's not right about that fight.
I think a big thing too is like people don't understand. I know he's like a YouTube star before, and it's hard to take him serious in boxing. But he's been training for boxing for 3 years. Like I feel like boxing at one sport.
But this guy Woodley's been doing it for so many. He's a fighter for so many years. Not the
boxing part.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So he should still be able to take punches to the face without getting knocked out by a 3-year guy.
They say you can't teach a chin. That's the biggest thing, though.
I mean, I'm sure you can build strength, and you've done it so long. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, then again, I will say I'm an amateur boxing fan. I haven't been like watching it for so many years. So, but like just looking at it, I don't know, man. Something didn't sit right with me.
I feel like the weight difference also plays a role in it. I know Jake Paul got to outweigh Wood by at least a couple pounds.
You think that plays that big of a role, man?
Yeah, weight, man.
Tyron Woodley was a UFC champion, though. Come on, yo.
True.
A UFC champ. It wasn't like he was some bum. You think a couple pounds? You think a couple pounds? You act like it's a 20-pound weight difference. I could give you a couple pounds if they both was professional boxers, yo. But you talking about Jake Paul and a UFC champion.
I mean, you talk about like just as pure like strength, like muscle mass. I feel like that plays a good part in it. Any fight for real.
But you were saying earlier, you think it's fake, so you don't think the knockout was real?
No, I think it was staged because if Woodley won the fight, how many more people want to see Jake Paul box again?
That's true. He has a point.
As far as like
right, because his boxing career goes right down the drain with that.
It's the same reason
there's a
why,
motive and there's a reason for it to be staged, right? It's not just like, the money, because like obviously you can make the money from, I mean, Woodley, both of them could get the money from wherever, right? They both have a good name for themselves. Right. But Jake Paul had a reason not to lose the fight. Like there was something ultimately that helps him, because if he lost a fight, who wants to fight to you if you lost to a UFC fighter? You don't want no real boxers next. You're not going to get whoever he's asking for next.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. It was like, as much as I don't want to entertain it, it was weird. The way he like signaled.
I don't know so much about the signal. I wouldn't say anything about the signal.
It does make sense.
Flip flopper, yo.
But I'm not. But it's interesting because it doesn't make sense.
That's crazy.
If Tyron Woodley would have won, nobody would have seen.
Yeah,
man, y'all
nobody's gonna want to challenge Jake Paul again.
Right.
I get that, yo. But y'all not gonna tell me, yo, you cannot fake how he got KO'd, yo. Did you see how he got KO'd? Yo, that's what I'm saying. But that joint, yo.
Him lowering his
man hit that. My man went limp in the air. It ain't no faking that.
He wound it up. It was kind of like a slow punch. I'm like, Tyron didn't see that. That's why I was confused.
Yeah, it's like no, there was no protection. There was no way to. It was just wide open, left open. Like take it. Yeah. I feel like that was just. I mean,
so you don't think he was tired, man? They was in the later rounds. It was a boring fight. And to that knockout, yo, I was nodding off.
He was bleeding. Didn't he make him bleed? I mean, I don't know how much.
He got a cut. Jake Paul got a cut.
Jake Paul had a cut, and that was bothering him. I didn't know how much that affected.
Man,
I thought he was going to come out on top.
Y'all trying to discredit y'all.
No, I give him credit, but it's definitely weird.
Well, you're a flip flopper, yo.
You got to think about it. Jake Paul comes from the industry of entertainment, where it's like there's a motive. Obviously even boxing itself is kind of it is an entertainment, but doing like. I feel like just coming from YouTube, and I wouldn't be surprised if it were rigged.
Yeah, right. I could understand. Look, you got to understand the whole concept. I could see if it was rigged, if he was still fighting on like Fight Night or Triller or something. My man is signed to Showtime. I'm pretty sure Showtime is not entertaining no fixed boxing matches. You got to understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, what is Showtime? It's literally for the show, and I think they would do it for.
Y'all
some clown, yo. That's crazy.
It's hot.
It's entertainment. I think entertainment,
Yeah.
like it's a money business, right? Like going back to what Jordan was saying, like who's gonna want to fight him in the future if he gets knocked out, right? It's no one's gonna entertain watching a Jake Paul fight.
Nah, yo, y'all looking at it wrong. Y'all are looking at it wrong.
It's the same reason why he don't accept real boxers.
Man, what do you mean? He's calling out. He calling out Tank. He calling out. Who else?
But
Canelo.
Tank is what 135.
Man, Tank. If he didn't want the smoke, Tank don't want no smoke.
Oh my God!
Come on, Lord.
He called out Tyson Fury. What
this man, Gary.
I mean, it is just something to take into consideration. Didn't he only have like 2 weeks to get ready for this fight or something like that?
Hey, I think in the future, Conor McGregor versus him to be in the works probably. That'll get some money.
Yeah,
nah, you know
the two biggest celebrities.
Go ahead.
The two biggest celebrities, media celebrities when it comes to sports.
Dana not letting you out that contract to fight Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Hey, if you're getting a piece of it.
Man, y'all crazy, man. Y'all really think the joint was rigged? I can't get down with that.
I don't know, man. Just it just didn't sit right.
It's interesting. Yeah.
So y'all saying all 3 knockouts was rigged?
No, I wouldn't say all 3. I said this one. Yeah, more than the other ones. This one, it was just, I wouldn't even say the signal. For me, it was just like the whole, like, no, like, defense into that, right? Like, no, even, like, last second he would fling his arm up or something, like, knowing that, like, the hand's already to the face, like, nothing. His hand was just down the whole time, getting knocked out. And it's, I don't know,
yeah.
man.
I don't know, man. That joint, I feel like if it's rigged, he wouldn't, you can't tell me. Did you see the way he fell? My man fell, head hit the canvas first. If that joint's rigged, you're not setting yourself up like that. Was a brutal knockout, man. You're not setting yourself up like that if it's rigged. You're gonna plan a kick. You're gonna plan a body punch or something. You're gonna plan something. You're not taking one to the jaw for a rigged fight.
Hey, that WWE, they had me for a minute.
Right, exactly. I mean, it's entertainment. They could have practiced it. Like, I mean, I don't know how much.
He gave him the signal. If you look at it,
I love how you switched up though. Can we forget everything?
Yeah, yo, that's crazy.
I will admit, one thing I admit, I will admit if I'm wrong. And
right. So you're saying
you guys gave evidence.
Yeah.
And it made sense.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You're a very influential podcast.
So Gary,
Jake Paul wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Who you want to see him fight next?
I want to see him go to a boxer, yo.
A real boxer.
What do you think the outcome gonna be? You think he's still gonna win?
I think he has a decent chance. Because you got to remember, if he goes to that's what I'm thinking. If he goes to a real boxer, I don't think they're going to make it over 5 rounds. They're going to put the odds in his favor. They're not going to make it no 12-round boxing match with a person just going to outlast them. Yeah, and you got to think that with him facing a real boxer, I think there's going to be a weight disparity. I think he's going to be the heavier person. And they're going to set the fight up in a way where that the boxer is going to have to come forward and press Jake Paul, which is going to expose him.
So why doesn't he take the route of like a regular boxer and, like fight no names and then, like then.
What are you talking about? You don't know the sport of boxing. It's all about promotion. He's bringing his audience. It's about
it. Ain't when he fought Floyd.
No, so he's doing that for the money. But
that
I'm
was
saying
the
maybe
other brother. That was you get this.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
That was.
So I'm saying maybe he should fight like instead of asking for Gravante and whoever Canelo, he's asking the big names.
See, you don't make no money that way. He's the money fighter. He's the
prize. So he's just doing it for the money. Okay. So yeah, then again, it goes back to Jordan's point. He definitely has no he can't risk to lose the fight. He can't risk it. There's no if he loses, it's done. Like his name is like, get out of here, right? Like we don't want to fight
the same kind of money.
So that's so important for him not to lose. Like he's got too much there. It's too much there for him to lose. There's too much there for him to lose.
Man, we're gonna agree to disagree on this joint, Let's go ahead and move on.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about this one another.
Mo flip flopper and y'all tripping.
Oh my God.
It's like, but up next, man, is TikTok. TikTok became the most visited web platform overall, man. And more people are logging on and viewing TikTok than going to Google. Man, what's your thoughts on this?
And it's like you got to get with it to get lost. Like at first I was kind of like, oh, we used to have Vine. Oh, this for the younger generation. End of the day, it's like adults using it. My uncle sending me videos on TikTok.
Mo,
it's
don't
addictive.
tell me you on TikTok, yo.
Don't get me wrong. I'll be on IG Reels.
Yeah, IG Reels is where it's at.
Because TikTok is being adopted by a lot of, so IG is really adopting a lot of this stuff, and IG Reels.
IG, you gotta think about it. IG hops on like trends, right? Look at the stories that came from Snapchat.
I can see them doing Twitter. I can see them doing a Twitter route soon.
Yeah,
like have a little feed where just people like post like Twitter stuff on IG.
Yeah.
So IG got the most versatile.
So
I hate TikTok.
Facts. Me too. Yeah, I'm not making an account.
Same here. I feel like it's either for the really young generation or the real, I guess, older. Like, I mean,
but you can learn a lot too.
Yeah, but no, a lot of
I feel like it's only teaching one thing, and it's teaching like is targeting teenagers with these trends and challenges just to expose themselves, and that's why I hate it.
Yo, hit a lick. There've been some crazy joints that come off. The punch the teacher joint, the hit the lick, stealing stuff out the bathroom. Yo, stole the whole bathroom sink, yo.
I admit it is funny, but it's just some of the stuff on there.
And then the Chinese own it. Chinese own it too, yo. You gotta be
people forget about that.
Man. They collecting all your data.
Right.
And all your data, they're gonna know everything. They're gonna hit you, and it ain't gonna be right now. They collecting the data on the kids, right? So 15, 20
That's
years
why they was
from
trying
now,
to ban it, right?
Yeah, they was trying to get rid of it. They was trying to get them to sell it to a US company, right? Because they own all the data and they got all that.
Yeah, that's why it was about to get banned. Wasn't Trump trying to ban it for a while? I don't know if it got banned.
Yeah. Well, he was going to try to ban it, or he was trying to make them sell to a US company. But let me tell you,
didn't hear about them TikTok restaurants they about to start bringing in.
Yeah, I saw that too. I want us to just say one thing about TikTok and Instagram Reels. Please do your own research. I know there's people that are like making these videos that might like, unless they're visually showing you something where something is working, even then I would do my own research. But if they're giving you advice, like from financial advice or whatever, because I know it's out there, please do your own research. Don't just listen to a guy just because he made a video, a 5-second video, think that it's like authentic or real, whatever. Just do your own research before you agree to something. But yeah, definitely take it into perspective, but do your research as well, because there were some people that are on there that are trying to trick you to do the wrong thing and make you buy things and whatever. But yeah, we're gonna go back.
Personally, I can't get down with TikTok. I'm against that. I ain't making no account. I ain't with it.
But like we said, IG Reels.
It's the same thing. I use that all the time. I think it's like
I use it all the time. It's easy to get to.
Nah, I can't mess with that joint either, yo.
But you know what's wild about that? Like I mean, everyone that I talk to about this, like you'll scroll for like 20, 30 minutes, you forget that you were using it for so long. I don't know if you guys catch yourself doing that.
Yeah.
Because you'll be like scrolling next, and you'll look over like, dang, I just went through like 30 videos, and each video was like 30 seconds, and now I'm like 20 minutes like stuff.
And they adapt to what you're interested in. Like all my stuff barber.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Don't be watching the one that be asking people personal questions. The white dude with the be pulling up with the chair. Yo, man, you can help me out. I'm trying to become a barber. I'm trying to become a barber, man. What's your passion? What you passionate about? I'm on there ready shed a tear watching the barber videos. It's like, nah, man, but man, I ain't getting down with the TikTok wave. But while we talking about social media platforms, I want to talk about something real quick. There's this new up and coming social media platform called Fanbase that's owned by a Black man named Isaac Hayes. And it's kind of like a mix of all the social media platforms. It's like a mix between Clubhouse, Instagram, Patreon, Twitter, everything. It's like all in one app. And the good thing about this app is they let you monetize, right? Anybody can monetize. So how it works is, you know how on Instagram you have likes. So on Fanbase, you have the like button and then you have the love button. When you hit the love button, you're sending that person 1 penny, right? So that person gets the penny. So like for me, I put my Crown Royal collection on there, man, and I done made like a couple dollars from people just loving my pictures, right? So you could either like which is free, or you'll love it, and you know you get that money. So that's something nice.
dope.
And then the other thing is that he's giving the people the opportunity to invest in the company, right? So if you know anything about venture capital, one quick thing to tell you is that there was a man that put $5,000 in Uber 9 years ago when it was just a startup. And when they went public on the stock market, 9 years later, that $5,000 turned into $24 million. So right now, while this company is small, they just did a funding round. It's open now. If you go to Start Engine and type in fan base, you can see it. Shares are like $8 a share. And, you know, you can invest in, you know, it might be a good opportunity for some people, but, you know, you look into it and something. Personally, I'm ready to put in 1,000, see what's going on. I use the app. I think it's real cool. So something for y'all to look into.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Facts. What's the next one?
We got to drop the gems, man. What's y'all New Year's resolution, man?
Yeah.
So I'll start with,
yeah, you can go first.
So I'm gonna start with myself. I'm gonna keep it simple. It's I try to do this every year. It's the 3 things: mentally, physically, and spiritually. Just get in better fitness shape in all 3 aspects. Well, you know, like spiritually, just get connected to God. Mentally, you know, just get focus on my goals, whatever I'm trying to get done with the year. And physically, obviously, you know, it wouldn't hurt for me to lose some weight. So I just try to, you know, every year those 3 aspects is what I'm trying to hit.
Right. Yeah, that's a big day. That yeah, for me, getting closer to God, building that foundation. I'll say build that generational wealth, like physically. No, same thing as usual. No, like super major resolution. That's different from the previous years, but actually take it serious this time.
Jordan, you got what do you?
Yeah, I feel like for me, man, it's more of I try to plan it as like a lifestyle change. I know for me, I'm big on like procrastination. Like, you know, I could be doing something or like have planned something, say to myself, I need to do this, just come home and chill after working. But I know like, which, you know, I try to be into a lot of things as far as like my routine. I can stay with the gym, but when I think about like the lifestyle change of stop procrastinating, that's the biggest thing. I lose time and I put so many things off. So I'm gonna really try to like remain focused, go all in.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. I'm trying to become a millionaire before 30, so I got a lot to do, man. I'm trying to pass this
on their retirement.
Yes, sir. Pass this PE next year. I'm trying to get my real estate license, lose some pounds. You know what I'm saying? Get in the gym, everything like that, all the above, man. So, like Jordan said, man, I don't know if it's more of a New Year resolution as far as a lifestyle change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think one thing we should all like alter away from like just New Year's trying to change this to like every day, you know, you should be trying to do it. Because I feel like I don't want people to fall off after like the first week, the first month, you know, the first quarter. You should always, it shouldn't just be like New Year's is when you're starting. Like when you can start something tomorrow, start it today. So
gym be packed. January.
For that first month.
After January, it don't be nobody in that joint, yo.
Right.
January.
It's gonna be interesting though with the virus still going around. I wonder like how many new people gonna be in there.
Right. I just don't know when this is gonna end, man. It's just crazy. I just can't. You know what I'm saying?
Coming to check out
I felt like the variant. All right.
Man, you bluffing, man. All right, man. We're gonna keep it moving.
That's my favorite. This is one of my favorite topics on this one.
More topic, man. Everybody know Kanye and Kim getting a divorce, man. Kanye then brought a house right across the street from Kim Kardashian and his family, man. So what y'all think about it? They was really trying to go in on my man's, saying that it was creepy and all of this kind of stuff on the internet. Well, what's the real thoughts on this, John?
I'll start first, man. He got 4 kids with it. You know what I'm saying? And people don't know what they talk about internally. People like, oh, it's weird seeing from the outside. But him and Kim, they got a good relationship. Like when Virgil died, even after she was dating the Pete dude, she was still taking pictures with Kanye and stuff like that. So I think Kanye just doing it for the kids and stuff like that. Like he knows who's going up in their house and stuff like that. But he got 4 kids with a woman. People talk about, oh, he could have moved in the neighborhood. I'm like, when it comes to LA, you know what I'm saying? It's dangerous. It's probably dangerous because like they know celebrities there. So it's like he probably want his kids to be able to walk over to his house or something like that instead of walking across the neighborhood. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's not weird to me.
You're doing the
yeah, I don't
same
think there's
thing.
anything wrong with it for real.
Yeah.
I think, especially like you said, if he's got kids,
Right.
I
And we don't know what's going on between
I
them.
don't understand the idea of the divorce because you know they're on good terms. I feel like, and they were in an open relationship before. So I mean, I guess you openly wanted to be maybe with Pete. I don't know if that's the reason why, but
She want to have fun again. That's fine.
yeah, but they were in an open relationship, so I figured she could probably be doing all that stuff, or maybe it's for legal reasons. But yeah, and I don't know how much time he probably even spends
This
at
man
home
said
working.
for legal reasons.
I don't know. Maybe there's some benefits that she sees with the divorce. I don't know, like because they were in an open relationship before. Now you just get divorced.
Man, what
still
they
on good
say, man?
terms.
You can't turn a thought into a housewife, man.
I agree. But no, I mean they got kids like Anthony said, so it's understandable for him for Kanye to do what he's doing. I love the jokes and the memes about what's that you character
Oh yeah, Joe. I mean
Joe, yeah, Joe Goldberg. That was funny. But
I feel like they got so many neighborhoods close that he could have moved, but just for him to move like across the street,
right?
So,
and he's always on the move too. Yeah.
So even with real estate, I feel like you know you don't if you get lucky you can find something across the street, right? Like maybe that just happened to be coincidentally like the only house available in the area. Just happened to be so.
And they say he tearing down the house and building his own too. So he go.
I mean, I guess from my personal experience, it's not that weird because I used to have a friend growing up and was like middle school, that his parents were divorced and literally they lived right across the street from each other.
Yeah.
I remember like I used to call, you know, that back in the day when we was in middle school, the landline was still a thing. So like I would call over to mom's house and she would be like, oh nah, he over his dad's. So then I would dial over there. But literally his parents live right across the street from each other. So I mean, it's just a thing. I mean, some people, you know, people always just look for something, but you gotta think about it. Is their situation is different, even though you're buying a house across the street. You know he's not ready to be there. My man's probably traveling, and in a Drink Champs interview, my man was talking about being a nomad and all of this stuff. So,
didn't he say his bag was his house?
Yeah, so it's like my man really not doing no. It's like he's ready to be there 24/7, staring at every time Kim leaves a joint. Like, you know what I'm saying? They live a different lifestyle. So,
but I feel like Kanye do got that side where
he do.
Side, where it could be like, you know, security cameras installed, point at the entrance, you know.
Already.
He do got that vibe. So it's like, end of the day, I feel like we don't know what's going on between them. Like it's easy to look from the outside in. I be seeing people on Shade Row talk like, oh my God, he's so weird. But they probably laughing it off. Like Kanye and Kim probably got a good relationship. Kanye and Kim probably got the best relationship in terms of like co-parenting and stuff like that. But that is true. Kanye do be on that.
My man already have cameras and everything set up. Boy, that joint ready to be.
He's a real Joe Goldberg in real life, I guess.
Watch you build an underground tunnel.
Right.
That'd be crazy. Man, we're gonna go ahead and keep it moving. This next topic, I definitely gotta get y'all opinion on this. Everybody knows about what happened in Wisconsin, where you had the Kyle Rittenhouse was put on trial for shooting and killing 2 people. And then, you know, due to the events that unfolded, my man claimed self-defense and they let him off. But ever since they let him off of that shooting, he's become like a right-wing god. Literally, they having conventions, people offering him jobs in Congress as a staff person. My man's touring around. My man's like a whole celebrity out this joint, man. What are y'all feelings on this?
Man, that's crazy. I feel like I feel like the whole situation, like obviously like he beat the case and stuff, but I still feel like it's a secret way of being like openly racist that you can get away with. You know what I'm saying? Like people like rooting for him like crazy. But like I feel like that's like a way to be like, oh, you can't call me racist because it's the way he got away with it was like self-defense. So it's like people treating him like I feel like it's against the all Black Lives Matter movement. As wild as it sounds, I feel like it's against that. That's like their king, basically.
I think it's a shame more than anything else. Like the way he's getting, like it was bad enough. I think when he won the case, like we all knew that he shouldn't have, and then the way the treatment he's getting, it's just I feel like it's shameful more than anything on the people that are like celebrating him and offering him like and treating him like a celebrity and doing all this. I think it's just a shame, like to see that.
Exactly.
To be honest, I'm not really surprised by it when you look at everything that happened in the past with Zimmerman, how much people supported him and gave him millions and all of this.
Right.
It don't surprise me that like you see someone from a small town, Washington city or whatever. Of course, they're gonna be a hometown hero for stopping a riot or whatever.
Right.
So
That's-
for him becoming famous like that, it don't really surprise me.
Right.
Yeah. Man, I just think the whole situation is unfortunate. From my standpoint, yeah, he should have never been there in the first place. That's
Exactly.
where I'm going. So it's like the whole hero stuff, man. They just finding anybody to celebrate. I think it's kind of corny that you celebrate for killing and shooting people and then saying self-defense and all this.
I was arguing with this one dude. He was like, "Oh, he's the hero because he protected businesses." I'm like, nobody can't. Them businesses be rebuilt in a second.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, unfortunate situation, and man, them people be
Crazy to be like that young, be okay with killing somebody, Like, I feel like that would stick with me for a while.
Yeah, it was sick. He just happy about it, going on tours. He met with Trump recently, right?
Who knows, man? My man been meeting with everybody. Man, we got Z's topic up next, man. Go ahead and introduce your man, Z.
Is it the Madden topic?
Yes, sir.
The next topic we got John Madden, broadcasting coach, Hall of Famer.
Shout out Chief Keef, John Madden. Chief Gary
passed away this weekend. Our condolences to his family. But what do you guys? I mean, rest in peace, man. I think he was a great broadcaster. I mean, he's got a game after him. I think we all enjoy. If you like playing football or watching football, I think you like playing the game, and then it's got the game's name after him. It's just sad to see someone like him go.
Yeah, he's like one of the most iconic people in football since with the game. They came out with his network. They said he made $200 million off the royalties from all the Madden franchises.
That's crazy.
So that's crazy how his name.
I didn't know how great of a coach was.
I think that game gave kids a better understanding of how plays and just like that this stuff works. Because now when you hear cover two, you need to, like when you're as a kid, right? Like when you hear that, you hear any type of defenses, like you understand how it's done just by that game, right? Because him being a coach and using old playbooks and putting that into the game, I think it was so beneficial for the future generation to learn about how the game is played and everything.
Exactly. R.I.P. man.
Yeah, man. I just found out. I didn't even know the Madden joint was named after him.
Yeah, he got credit.
He made the game. It was actually he put his old playbooks into the first game.
Oh, for real? Dang, that's crazy.
I know the older ones used to be called John Madden. I think
dang.
Yeah, it was like up to 2000 was the first cover of like an actual player.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I was not really that big on the.
I think Eddie George was the first guy on the cover. I think.
Yeah, the Rams.
R.I.P.
He's
on the Titans.
Madden first though.
You said
that was a thing for a while. Well, actually, Lamar hurt, and he was on it a few years ago. I don't know. This might be still around.
Right.
The Madden curse. So the curse of the Madden was whoever was on the cover of you. Yeah. So obviously you'd make the cover by being the best player of the year before, and you'd make the Madden cover. And the next year, every person that was on the cover got injured, and their career never was to where it was before that.
Right.
So that's been happening to everyone. And I kind of like stopped following the Chris for a while. I mean, look at Antonio Brown. He was on the cover and he kind of had the whole situation with Pittsburgh. But Patrick Mahomes is on it. He's been, stay on the float. But everyone else is.
They took that L to the Ravens, though. All right, man. We're gonna go ahead and move on, man. In 2021, a big topic that was blowing everybody by storm was the metaverse, man. You even have Facebook changing the name to Meta, trying to rebrand and get more in tune with the metaverse. And we're just keeping it general. We talked about what the metaverse was before, but man, how y'all see this joint moving in 2022? And what do you think you have in store for the metaverse moving forward?
It's gonna be big, man. Like I said before, with COVID, never ending probably. You know what I'm saying? Mark Wahlberg, he killed it. So with COVID, it's gonna be a game changer. 100%.
Yeah, I see more and more people talking. I don't know if we talked about this before, but how like meetings and business meetings and like work meetings and even going into work will be done in the metaverse space. It's definitely something that I think we're all going to adapt to very shortly in the future.
Yep.
With this metaverse, and especially with COVID, kind of us having to be at home and dealing with not being able to be in the office. I think stuff like that, you'll see that happen a lot. I see the real estate going up and crazy in metaverse. I'm not fully understanding of how that whole real estate thing works with it, because I don't know if it's just like a second Earth and how big the actual metaverse actually is. So but we'll see how it goes.
Right. And the quick thing too, I feel like a big thing about it too is just like I said with COVID and everything. But I feel like it sounds wild to us, but like if we were born, what I'm saying, like 2050, it was like normal. Like back then, people thought the computer was crazy.
Right.
And now we are all types of stuff. So it's
but even if you look back, even on our life, like where we came from as kids,
exactly.
We've evolved so much as like, and I talk to my parents and like what they've seen like black and white TV to like now this new virtual reality, like that's a long way. And imagine like what we're gonna see. We saw this, so imagine what we're gonna end up if we.
Yeah, I always say like, how were people survive without like GPSs or like computers back then?
Right. Yeah.
But, that map.
Travel, like just going from one place to another, we can give.
Exactly.
You can go on about anything in this topic, but
yeah, man, the metaverse is definitely ready to take over. It's a lot going in. Like Z said, it's definitely a lot of tech companies versus investing billions and billions of dollars in the metaverse, buying property, acquiring land. I mean, there's a lot of different. Right now, I'm trying to source through everything, see what's going on, but there's a lot of different projects going on. You got kind of like the crypto side of the metaverse where they're trying to build a decentralized form of the internet.
Right.
Then you got Facebook,
like the games and stuff.
Then you got Facebook coming in with a more centralized on-off entry point into the metaverse through their company and Meta and everything. But there's definitely a lot going on there. So recently, I seen a joint popped up that a couple got married in the metaverse. So they got podcasts, they got open mic night. I mean, the metaverse is popping, man. So it's either you gotta do.
So that's kind of strange, right?
That's pretty cool.
I got a question for y'all. I want you guys to like kind of answer this if you can. So with metaverse, right? So it's a virtual world, right? And you're buying. There's people that are buying real estate. So what makes you can. I'm sure you can create that space in there. You can kind of like virtually create a house or virtually create a city. So how does one thing? Like you think it's unlimited? Yes. If it isn't unlimited,
I feel like it's limited.
Okay, it's limited.
You control how much you can make.
I don't know if it's limited, but
like
just
Bitcoin.
like land, there's a value to where people are invested.
Right.
So it's like if you think these companies are investing in a particular area,
right,
say like the Las Vegas of the metaverse, if you go right click, copy, paste that and put it somewhere else, doesn't mean that it's not valuable, but is that where the traffic is? So it's
Yeah,
not
man.
like I think like
Right,
it is
right.
where the investment is. Where's the
I'm saying
action
about like
happening?
making like a building, right? I think you think that would just be easy, is because it's virtual. It's not like nobody has to
No,
do the
yeah, you gotta
construction,
understand. You gotta look at it.
Yeah.
The
Like, we
metaverse is
could,
like real
yeah.
world. You
right?
gotta you're
Like the
building people
people
like
there.
I'm talking to people that are literally going on the metaverse playing blackjack. They're going to
Yeah.
casinos and sitting at tables and playing
Right,
blackjack
right.
with the Oculus on their head. It's
That's
just
the,
it's growing and it's coming like a real world. Man, you can
like
go to
yeah.
stores, you can buy
You
stuff
go
with
to
the
church,
digital
go to
currency.
concerts.
Yeah,
We're
everything.
gonna see a situation where somebody gets stuck
I'm
in
done.
the metaverse.
Make it. It's gonna be like a GTA now.
It's like a movie, right? Like not like
I'm-
they can't come out of it. It's like,
As much as I hate like the fact that everybody not gonna be outside, I'm excited for like the possibilities of it.
nah, but it's kind of scary though. What, like, think about it. What if you can't, like, you permanently stuck in there and you're a cartoon, bro? Like you can't come out.
I'm done.
He's like, take the headset off. It's like,
Jordan, you got any thoughts on the metaverse?
Man, it seems so strange, and probably because like I don't really know. I haven't really been keeping up to it, just because it just I'm not really sure how it's gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
right.
I really
Do you
realistically I
think
don't
people are gonna
really.
adapt to it? Is that something? Do you personally think that people are gonna pick up with it and move forward with it?
I don't think this generation will.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think
Okay.
maybe like a couple generations after, maybe like
Right,
able
right,
to
right.
pick it up,
You
but
know what's wild?
I don't see people picking it up right away. Like especially the real estate metaverse.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
definitely like what Gary was just saying with the blackjack, I can see myself
That's big.
looking at the table
Yeah,
right
Yeah,
you
now.
use Apple Pay,
That's
right?
it.
How you use Apple Pay?
Yeah.
yeah.
How much lazy did that make you of like even carrying your wallet around before, where you'd
Yeah,
always
that's what
worry
I'm
about.
saying. Like, yeah, we talk about earlier, like
Yeah, no,
cash is
that's
like
true.
nobody has cash no more. I can
Yeah.
be like,
Nah, but you
let's go
gotta
like
think, like
a
literally with
barbershop
the
maybe.
metaverse, you can go buy a cryptocurrency, right?
Right.
So like
Yeah.
one of them, like that have kind of a decentral metaverse is Decentraland, right? They got
Yeah.
their cryptocurrency, you can go buy it, then you can go log on to the metaverse, go to a casino in their town and play with real money.
Yeah, exactly.
Doing this sitting on the Oculus. So I mean, there's
And people
definitely
was
a
like,
lot of opportunities and things going on. So
and people was like with sports games too, like Ravens games don't set up like a
yeah,
big screen
concerts. I'm
for like
definitely
everybody to
sure.
watch it. So you
Oh,
can
for
just log
real?
on and go to a Ravens game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Travis is going to be exploring it because
Oh,
we all
he gonna
know.
be crazy with it.
Oh,
That
yeah, you're gonna
Fortnite
have.
one was Fortnite was a start for that. We seen how that went. Crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's something to keep an eye on. See what kind of investment opportunities lie in that area.
Right.
But definitely, we got to keep the cutting edge, keep everybody
Right.
up to speed, man.
Right.
Hitting the next joint is, man, this joint is like conspiracy theories of all conspiracy theories. Ghislaine Maxwell, which is closely associated with Epstein and whatever kind of child traffic ring, massage
Wild
therapy,
stuff.
whatever. Islands.
Right.
Man, this joint was crazy, man. But she recently got convicted on 5 or 6 counts related to like child trafficking and transporting children and all kind of weird stuff, man. So what y'all, I'm gonna keep it real light on Ghislaine Maxwell.
Right.
What y'all think about it?
Yeah. Glad she got shut down. Like I think they need to watch her in prison. Like if something happened to her.
I don't know how they didn't get her sooner.
Right.
Facts,
Exactly. It was too
Just
obvious.
talking about like since what 95 or something they've been doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they need to go after everybody that's been in them flight logs, the Epstein Island.
Exactly. Yep.
That's crazy, man. You got all these people, high up, powerful people partaking in, and then this crazy stuff only gives way for them real conspiracy theorists talking about that Pizzagate stuff and that there's some pizza shop in DC selling babies out of the basement or some crazy stuff.
I do know they had a recent case that was related to it. Jay-Z and Beyonce, I think they bought like the underage girl from Epstein for like $1 million or something.
No,
I
for
can't
real.
remember if it's still open or not.
Hey.
They both did?
Yeah.
For what? Why would they need?
I don't know. They just was like, that was the thing. Like Epstein, they were just trying to say that Jay-Z purchased this trafficked child through Epstein for like, whatever $1 million.
You said Jay-Z and Beyonce or just Jay-Z? I don't.
Oh, Jay-Z and Beyonce, yeah, like the case is on both of them.
That's weird. What the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
Like,
look into that, John. But
yeah, not a lot of people don't know about it because it's not
Right,
really
right.
Man, Jordan got the insight.
Yeah. Hey, to get
Man,
to
I
that, I feel
can't.
like to get to the position they at, a lot of people gotta, I'm saying, do some
yeah,
selling.
once you hit a
Their
certain
soul.
man, them people coming at you because they
Right.
want to have something on you. So you
Yeah.
can't acquire too much power, man.
People be selling their souls, man.
Most definitely. Man, we're gonna keep it moving though. Before they
Right.
start coming after us, man. Keep it on a lighter note. Man, T-Pain recently tweeted something talking about, how listening to music has recently changed in the last couple of years from people buying albums and things like that. There was a real long period where a lot of people were illegally downloading music and all of that stuff. And then they kind of switched to the streaming platforms. Now streaming is kind of like a predominant way people listen to music, and nobody's really buying albums and things like that. So he tweeted out just kind of like a little chart showing you how many times it takes for somebody to listen to a song in order for them to get paid. So just giving a brief rundown, like Amazon Music takes like 249 plays to equal $1. Tidal takes 78. YouTube Music takes 12.50. Spotify takes 3.15. Apple Music takes 128. Napster 53. Man, what's your thoughts on this, John? It's interesting to get a little behind the scenes information on the music industry.
Yeah, I've always found it interesting. I found it interesting. I never knew. I always wanted to know how that worked with stuff like that.
Yeah. So I'll say this. So from
Yeah.
what I know, looking at this, YouTube obviously gets you need the most streams. And me being a Punjabi music fan, so I hear about this a lot in the Punjabi like industry. So you can buy views in YouTube, right? Like there's companies in India where there's people are sitting like literally a company where people have like desks or like like a whole office where they're just replaying your YouTube video so you can buy views. That's literally what they do as a company. So yeah, I know that's out there for them to do that. So it makes sense why YouTube you would need the most because like the most streams to make some money. And it's misleading on YouTube where you see these people getting so many views or streams, and because a lot of it's bought. Like the number one, I think it was number one a while ago, and if it still is T-Series, a channel on YouTube. It's got like I don't know how many billion subscribers, and half of them are bought. Like you can literally pay for people to like make these accounts, and it's literally a business where people are doing that. I don't know how big it is in hip hop, but just want to put that out there because this is the information I know that's out there in Punjabi music.
Yeah, yeah, that's big.
Is it like that in hip hop? I don't know if I've ever heard it in like hip hop in terms of people buying.
I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think it's not about the fake views. I think it's about platforms being paid versus unpaid. YouTube is a free platform, right?
Well, they use ads to make their.
Yeah, but you don't have to pay to get on there. Apple Music, Amazon Music, Tidal, you all have to pay. So that's why less streams equals more, because the people are paying to listen. Anybody can go on YouTube and listen to the music. So in order
but
for
you
them
won't
to
get paid back until you have, I guess, I don't know, I think it's like 10,000 or something you need on at least YouTube, like even on one video or a song. I think I might be wrong. I think it's like 10 or something.
It's $12.50. You get $12.50.
Oh yeah, obviously $12.50.
I'm dying.
You get that, and the YouTube is a free platform. So that's why, in order for them to get the cost of not having that upfront subscription, they have to have higher streams because they have to sell more ads to reach the people. That's all I think it is. But I do think it's something that should be kind of standardized, because if I was selling music, man, I would be putting my music on Napster. You only got to get 53 streams versus Amazon. That's harder to get, though. You get like three times. So I think it should be standardized across platforms, paid or unpaid.
But it kind of go if you look at it backward, like YouTube is the most easy like access, right? The second is Spotify, and I think most people have Spotify. Third is what Amazon Music, and I guess people get that with their Amazon Prime membership. So I think it kind of like the numbers is just with the more people that they have, the more streams you need to have in order to make it, because it's easier to achieve that number. Like nobody has a I didn't even know what Napster was till I looked at this chart. Like you're saying you'd put your music out there. I think it'd be hard to
man. If you got a target audience, man, you tell them go to Napster and listen to the joint.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm curious after seeing this list, like.
But then you got a target audience that you should have already had. If you're building and you want to make it, I think. Yeah, you're right. I guess, but if you want to start from like somewhere, I guess you want to.
What was you saying, Jordan?
I'm curious after seeing this list because you see so many people blow up off what was it called?
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, yeah. So I'm just curious like how much money they're making per streams when you see certain rappers like, oh yeah, I blew up on SoundCloud. Now
that would be nice to
every
see.
platform.
Yeah. SoundCloud is a weird one because I know that a couple years ago they were going bankrupt, and Chance the Rapper had a whole like concert and everything to raise money and invested in the platform thing.
And then they started doing ads.
Yeah,
that's so annoying, bro. I don't pay for it. But you listen to one song and you get like 3 ads. It's like, bro, the ads were longer than the song. Like,
I think they should make a good platform where it's just like mixtapes and albums on one platform, so it'll be easier.
That piff say,
because that piff doesn't like albums.
Apple Music is kind of doing that.
These got more royalties.
And in order to get into the legalese of the situation, the people like Apple and Spotify and Tidal can't put mixtapes on their thing, because if they're paying out people for listening to that music, then it leaves them liable for people doing mixtapes. Like think about Lil Wayne's mixtapes. He's stealing people's beats and things and all of that. Like people got to get paid. They're using samples from other people's songs. Like the music business, as far as like the songs and stuff, there's a lot going on. And that's where I was ready to come at Mo, because Mo tweeted something crazy the other day about rappers don't know how to release music. They just keep it on their phone or something. It's like, yo, there's a lot of clearances and sign-offs that you need in order to get a song out. Like,
but there are some songs that they just
it'd be some songs they don't need.
I'm trying to tell you, there's a lot. If the producer uses a chord from when he's making the beat, if he uses a chord from a previous song, you got to get a sign-off for that, right?
No, I'm saying like they don't got to release on that platform. It's like because like I was talking to somebody about the clearance process. The biggest ones are like the ones that like Tory Lanez had a big problem with samples, like the clearances and stuff like that. But we got rappers like Drake got an unreleased song. He can get clearance from anybody. It's just like some rollouts that celebrities be having with album covers and stuff like that is just trash.
Man, you gotta think about it, Mo. I don't think it's as easy as that. Yeah, Drake. If Drake's putting out a song, there are he's probably songs. Drake is wanting a big split. Drake wants 90% of that money coming back. What the people are saying, if you're using my beat, if you're using a chord from my previous song, they're probably saying give me 50. Because you remember Juice WRLD's hit single, what's the joint? Whatever his hit was. Lucid Dreams or whatever, the person that the producer took the chords from is taking like 90% of that song. So that's the main reason. You got to understand, when you use other people's stuff, they set the terms and conditions. So if Drake's sitting on stuff, it's not like they're just signing off, because I'm pretty sure Drake is not going to put out a song just for him to only get 5 to 10% of it. He'll rather just sit on it.
But there are songs, I will say, that they don't know how the audience might react to it, and it's a really good song that they're just insecure to put out, like, oh, the audience might hate me for this song. And I think that's what Anthony was talking about, where there's music like Drake might have like a really good song and he feels like it's not a good song, and he's just afraid that the audience might like not like his music or that song after that. And I think that's what somebody
tell me though. Somebody tell me when it comes to clearances, the producer isn't going to make that beat. The artist isn't going to record on that song unless he knows that song will be clear.
Man,
Because
I
like
know.
that's the process. If you make a beat and stuff like that, you're not just gonna make it and then ask the person.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
don't understand
okay,
why you do
I
all
got
the
a
work
Jill
just to, like
Scott.
storytelling.
Yeah, I got a Stevie Wonder sample. All right, producer, ask them if it's good, then I'll record a beat. That's why I'm like confused on it.
I know when so my uncle wrote the song "I Got a Woman" by Ray Charles, and when Kanye West remixed it, I know my uncle got a lot of money from using his lyrics and everything. He even won a Grammy with Kanye or whatever, Billboards, whatever.
They don't understand.
And I'm not. Yeah, I remember he made as much money as Kanye West did from that song.
The people that have the original are taking the cuts, yo. That's what I'm telling. When Drake is doing features with all of these new artists, man, he's taking 95% of that song. Didn't y'all hear the interview DJ Academics did with Fetty Wap and said that Fetty had the song with him and Monty. He sent it to Drake. Drake said, "Get Monty off the song and me and you do it." Man, Fetty said, "Nah, yo, those big artists are taking the majority, but when they're using other people's music, it don't matter how big you are." I'm pretty sure like most said the people will sign off for Drake, but they're signing off for Drake to get 10% of that song, and Drake's not taking 10% for a song that he's making and put out, so he'd rather just sit on it.
So you think there's every single song?
Yes, like, man, it's business. It's a music.
No,
business.
definitely. There's the music
cares
is business.
About you, how you feel listening to Drake love songs. It's
no,
business,
but like he said,
it's a big
insecurity. It's like he said,
he doesn't know how the audience is going to react to it. It's not about like
exactly. Because it's some
that
songs
on
like
top of paying for the verse, though.
So Gary, think about it. There's songs that he might not have the clearance or whatever. He could put out as like a mixtape, right? But they don't even do that. They just let it be, and then 10 years later it gets leaked by a friend or whatever. You know, it's like so many years going by, and then it gets leaked.
Yeah, you got to look at the whole picture. You diluting your brand. You keep the fans starving. Putting out that stuff is all part of the marketing strategy. You keep them fiending for putting stuff out, man. You give them a little taste, but you keep them fiending to the next album drop.
When I put it on there, it was Roddy Ricch. The album,
Roddy Ricch flopped. They don't care about Roddy Ricch.
But that's but he released a song that everybody wanted, and now he lost all the steam because he didn't release that song. but like we said,
it's business.
We got to on another podcast. We got to talk about like artists like not producing the same music as their first album or something like that.
Yeah.
Them losing focus. We got to talk about like album covers, how big of a role that plays, and how you vibe to certain song or music.
All right, man.
That's been like with books. You judge a book by its cover.
No, you can cover your man's next.
Oh my goodness. Let's go, man. Lil Durk, man. Lil Durk proposed to his longtime girlfriend on stage at a concert, I believe. I'll say Durk, probably the hottest artist this past year. You can't even deny that. Him and Lil Baby, you know what I'm saying? Durk, he keeping Gary talking about it's a media thing, but I'm like, Durk, he got 8 kids, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I think he ready to settle down. Don't get me wrong, I don't think they're gonna actually like sign the papers, but I don't know how it's gonna go. How y'all feel about that? I feel like you celebrities, no point in getting married.
Man, we all know what's going on, man.
Oh my god.
Durk recently had a shoot. Go ahead, Jordan.
I think we need more proposals. We need to see more black celebrities getting married.
Yeah,
but then you see that Dr. Dre Day. If you don't, they got to sign a prenup. I be a celebrity, definitely 100%. Because you get Dr. Dre situation, you got to pay $100 million to your ex-wife.
Yeah, but Dr. J's joint was different.
Yeah, because he did it before.
The prenup only saves you for money you had before, yo. If you had make it with them or in the marriage, that prenup's not helping you with that money. It only saves you for money you had before the marriage. And from my understanding, in Dr. Dre's case, the majority of that money was made during the marriage. So prenup's not really doing nothing. But as far as Durk, man, I agree with Jordan, but let's not try to get caught up in the celebrity gossip. We all know what's going on here. Durk in India, house got broken into, and there was a shooting in Atlanta, Georgia. Durk is a felon. He can't be around guns. Shots were fired. If they're married, she can't testify against him. It's that simple, man. It's that simple. It ain't nothing special. It ain't nothing special.
Oh my goodness.
It's straight like that, man. She can't testify against him now.
Gary, you gotta
You
realize
can't testify,
India's
Mo. You're not gonna tell me.
she
Tell me, Mo.
she would never. It's she from
Mo,
Chicago.
you can't perjure
They
yourself
live by
on the
that.
stand.
They live by that no snitching code. And
She wasn't
It's
gonna
not
do it
about
either,
no
regardless.
snitching, yo. It's
No,
about
I'm saying-
perjuring yourself.
Yeah,
He's a felon.
I know they got a case coming up after that Atlanta trial, but
So, now she can't testify against him. So
I mean,
problem
Georgia's
Do you
solved.
think
though,
that she
isn't it?
was gonna before? I don't think this.
You
would-
have to, yo. You get subpoenaed. You don't get no chance to go in there and say, "No, I don't want to testify." What are you talking about?
But she could be like, he could be like, oh, I got the gun from India. Oh, dang.
Mo, it don't work like that.
Oh yeah,
It's
if
like
you're a
that.
felon, you can't be around.
Yeah,
anyone.
yo, it don't work
Yeah.
like that. Now she
Or he
get
could be
married.
like, he
Mo,
choked somebody out that
just
came
take
through
it
and
for
they
what
picked up
it
the
is,
gun.
man. Just take
Either
it
you
for
make
what
a
it
great
is.
lawyer. It's like-
Yeah, you gotta be real.
Jordan, am I
He-
making
Yeah.
sense or am I making
Nah,
sense?
you're
Nah,
making
you are
sense, Gary,
making
but I'm
sense.
saying, like, she could just like simply lie or just like, not give her
See,
full.
I
Nobody
don't
knows
think,
what
yo,
happened at the
you
end of
are
the day.
talking about lying on the stand, yo. You act like you telling the police officer a report. You swearing. Yeah, you're crazy, man. You know
I
you
mean,
go to
it was
jail
no-
for lying?
I doubt it was camera footage, so Dirk could make up anything
Yeah.
about that.
Come on, yo.
I mean, at least he'll probably
You see,
delete it.
you
of
see
course.
how far people go in order to protect people they like? Mo is delusional, yo.
He did not
You
make it
can't just
for
accept that fact.
Because at the end of the day, he's
You
not
can't
going to. I
accept
don't
the
think they'll
fact
sign.
my man is a felon. You can't be
All right,
around
Gary.
guns.
You
So
know,
like, what
shots
if,
was
what if, okay,
fired.
so hold up. What if like one of his friends was involved in it too, or like has to testify? Is he gonna marry his friend too? Like,
I'm
you
done.
know?
Okay, but Gary, look, he proposed, but how you think he's going to actually sign the papers to get married?
Mo, come on, yo. What
You
does
know
it
how
take
these
to get
celebrity
married,
relationships are.
man?
Especially with, like,
Mo,
Lil Durk,
you
I
just
feel
gotta
like-
pay $30 and go to the courthouse to get married, yo. Sign the papers. It ain't no
But I feel
big
like it's a-
elaborate thing.
As a celebrity,
I'm pretty sure when his attorney told him the option that she's gonna have to testify y'all can get married right then and there. That attorney had the papers and they both signed off.
Oh,
my goodness.
yeah.
Come
So
on,
they're already
yo.
married.
Gary got
Bro,
a
we
point.
talking big money, yo. You sitting there playing
But-
around, yo. These people ain't putting their livelihoods
the-
and stuff. You
it's
know
the-
how many people he
I'm
probably
saying,
feeding?
It's an easy
If
case
you
to
gotta
beat.
marry her so she don't testify against you, you signing the papers.
But it's an easy case to beat. There was no camera footage.
Bro, it don't
I
matter.
can see if
yo.
it was like. I can see if it was like in the like.
You gotta
street or
remember, him
something
and
like that.
Vaughn is still fighting
It's-
that case for the
I know
shooting
him and Zoo
at
in
the
Atlanta.
nightclub.
That's why
Alright,
they can't be
so-
together.
A lot going on, yo.
So Gary, even if they
So you gotta-
marry, how much of a trial does that change if he's still a
Right.
convicted felon with a gun in the house, even if you can't testify?
She can get on the stand and say, I shot all the shots.
Oh, okay. But he was still in the home.
She can say it was her gun. I don't know, man. It's something's going to come.
Yeah,
out.
at the end of the day, Dirk got the best lawyers. That's an easy case to beat. Easy case
Yeah.
to beat. They came into his house with no camera footage.
Mo, it's a difference
He
when
can,
you're
he
a
can,
felon.
he can
yo. I'm
literally
trying
be
to
like,
tell you.
but he can literally be like, oh, I choked out one of the. Took the
Mo, everybody know that did not happen, yo.
but how do we know?
Come on, yo. Mo playing games now, man.
What the footage is?
Let's go ahead and hit this next topic, man. What y'all? We already touched on it, man. What y'all think about Dr. Dre, man? He got paid 100 M's to his fiance. I mean, to his ex-wife. 50 this year, 50 next year. It's crazy.
Sick. It's sick.
Yeah, it's
My man worth close to $1 billion, ain't he, man? That's only 10%. That's nothing.
That's nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing. Yeah, it's nothing.
That's
It's
a
just
tax
crazy how it works,
write-off.
though.
That's a
Yeah,
tax
it's nothing.
write-off.
I think it would have been
You're right.
worse.
You're right.
It would have been worse if you would have had to pay her like living expenses
Yeah.
Right.
like every year.
Right.
Mhm. Man,
It's
my-
crazy. It's sick. Hopefully the rules start to change
it's
up a
wild
little
though.
bit.
Like, I mean, his ex-wife is about to come up 100.
Right.
Just wild, but
Mhm. Yeah, I don't really got much to say, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, we'll see where that goes.
I mean, hopefully she donates something to me. Bezos' wife.
remember when
Yeah,
Kobe was
they
about to
always
lose
like-
150
She put a
M's?
little couple. She
Yeah,
put some
Morgan
money
State.
into Morgan MSU.
That's like $10 to her.
Bezos' wife got that money and was sharing the love with everybody.
Right.
I respect it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See
Now
where
go
it goes.
ahead and hit this next joint. Man, Jay-Z was talking reckless on the internet, man.
Reckless, man. I don't know what Gary
Reckless.
thought I was talking about.
Reckless
Gary thought I
on
like Jay-Z.
most like Gary. I told you about Twitter Spaces. Like now,
Oh, my
Jay-Z was on
goodness.
Twitter Spaces talking reckless. Said nobody wants to smoke with him. Nobody can see him in a versus battle, man. The internet went crazy. They said Young Boy would beat him. They said Future would beat him. They said Wayne would beat him, and they said Drake would beat him. Man, what's going on, y'all? What y'all think about this?
So Jay-Z does have more
Jay-Z
hits than
tripping?
people think he do. I think the people that will beat him is Ye, Wayne. The thing about Drake, his hits are not crazy hits though. Like I feel like it's more iconic.
Stop
if he
making
would've came out back
excuses.
then.
Just say he's not nice like that.
No, he not
Nah,
the-
so I think
Yeah.
with this whole argument, it's about perspective, right? So we're all from the age that like Lil Wayne was like really hot. And I know like Jay-Z was kind of the same time, but he was a little bit, I would say like give it like 5 years maybe before that. So I think it's all about like if you ask a young kid right now, they're gonna be like, who the hell is Lil Wayne? Like he's trash. And we're gonna be like, no.
Yeah.
So I think it kind of goes with like right now we probably won't even enjoy Lil Wayne's music.
But at
today.
the same time, like Wayne, I wouldn't even listen to Jay-Z, but it was still during the time of Wayne. But the thing about it, they listed out a lot, his top songs. A lot of them were features. So we go with features, then Drake is killing them. And Gary can't even deny that.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, if you look at it financially, I think no one's touching Jay-Z, but I think like
Yeah,
in terms of
right.
like records, I would say
Maybe P. Diddy, but nah.
yes. From
Man,
my personal
Kanye's
perspective, I don't think
worth $8
Oh, yeah,
billion. What are you
Kanye, I'm
talking
tripping.
about?
I'm tripping. We heard you.
I'll say Wayne, of course, probably
Right.
not. I would see those verses.
Yeah.
personally I'd put like Lil Wayne, Kanye, Drake, and then probably like Jay-Z, like at 4 or 5
Yeah.
in
I
verses.
think it's based on generation. So if you take Gen Z, I think Young Boy. I think if they're voting,
Oh, my
Young Boy's
goodness.
beating
Young Boy.
Jay-Z.
Oh my goodness.
He is, yo. If you go to
I
Gen
am
Z,
tired of Young
I
Boy.
think if you take millennials, I think Wayne and Kanye, Drake. I don't like Drake, but
I think all three of
You
them,
could
yeah, they
go-
all put up like
you
a
could
fair.
put 'em
You
in.
forget about Eminem. I think
But-
Eminem would put up a fight with Jay-Z.
you
And
think
that's
Yeah,
actually-
Eminem what?
Eminem millennial?
Yeah. But the thing about Young Boy, it's not no crazy hits he got. It's just like,
Man, you tripping, yo. Young Boy's a
oh, my
goat.
goodness.
It's
Not
his
like-
fans, man.
Mo,
This is fans, definitely.
Definitely
People
Young Boy
PS
fans.
People let the PS5 run on.
I can't wait for Dirk to flop. I can't wait for Dirk to
Gary knows
flop.
gonna sell over one, boy.
I can't
This
wait
Dirk's
for
time,
Dirk
man.
to flop.
72-20, man.
Yes, sir. I
Yeah, but
can't
yeah,
wait for
it's
Dirk
his
to
time.
flop.
Him and Lil Baby, they got their time. I think Dirk's dreads making them more like marketable.
Oh my
'Cause when he's at
goodness.
it, like, sure, hey, that blonde hair be having him doing country songs and everything. Gary not gonna talk about it though.
Sure not.
Let's go on this last time. It's a big one,
Man,
man.
go ahead, Mo. You
All right, this is a
Finish
big
it.
thing. I'm gonna explain it too.
explain it real
Saving
nice.
money, saving too much money is overrated, and I'm gonna tell you why. Our whole life, would you rather spend money between 20 and 40 or enjoy it after you're 40 years old?
After.
And I understand, but at the end, I said not saving too much money. You gotta spend money. That's what I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, you're more active when you're 20 to 40. That's where you live your life the most. Sometimes people get too caught up, and you know what I'm saying. But I'm saying definitely save it, but like people get too caught up in saving too much.
Okay, just to start off, just to go back to your main point, you said you're more active in your 20s and 40s. When you get to your older age, you can't be active and make that money if you don't have the money. So you know,
Now I'm saying you got retirement stuff like that.
yeah, but how much of it, right? Like at that young age, if you were like, you know, you were active and you were spending it actively too, when you get to the older age and you're not so active and you don't have it, then you're gonna be like, all right, well, what do I do?
I
Like,
think your life is over. Not over, but it's like, all right, kids, watching kids and stuff like that. I feel like active wise, like 20 to 40 years old.
so this
40.
for our listeners, this can I talk about the Instagram post and then how it relates?
Yeah, Tom, I
to
was gonna talk about that. Yeah.
So what happened was there was a post on Instagram that said instead of spending, don't think that saving $10 on a Netflix subscription is going to make you more richer or whatever. Is that right? Or buying the expensive coffee is going to make you more rich.
Mm-hmm.
And Anthony agreed that saving that $10 from Netflix is not making you rich or making you more wealthy.
It's not making you
should just go make more money.
Yeah, you should still raise your income.
Not make more money, but like
I think
$10. You'll spend $10. You won't even realize it. You'll buy a drink at a bar. That's $15.
Yeah, I mean that's lunch for real.
Okay, so my my take at that is like it's not about the $10 you're spending, right? So it's about like what comes with Netflix. If you're buying the Netflix, okay, but I'm not saying like I'm over here like, you know, using my time wisely, but if you're using that time to that Netflix time, you're gonna waste it, right? You're gonna probably like splurge and watch 5 or 4 hours a day, maybe, you know, like 20, 30 hours a week on Netflix when you could be, you know, doing something productive, whether that's work, whether that's spiritually, mentally, mental, or physical. Like you could be working on those 3 things rather than, you know, spending so much time you know, utilizing that Netflix subscription because you're like, hey, I'm paying for it, I need to use it. I think that's what comes
we don't
with
even
it. It's
do
not
that.
just
like,
the money. I don't
even watch Netflix like that. I watch it like once, maybe watch a show, and that's worth the $10 a month. I don't spend like 4 hours a day just watching Netflix. It's like,
so
all right, the TV, like Squid Games comes out.
Yeah, so I guess you're more disciplined than what their target is, right? Because what's happening with the Netflix is not just I don't think it's just a $10 subscription that comes with it. I think it's more of like how unproductive it makes you in terms of other things that you can do.
Nah, y'all using the point of the post, man.
It depends
the
on the
point of the post was like, stop trying to pinch pennies and go out there and get more money. That was the whole concept of the post.
Right. That's
so do you think that you should be managing what you have, or you think you should just be going out there trying to make more money?
No, I definitely think you should be making more money, but with Netflix specifically, I think that's what I was looking at it like that. But definitely, I think you need more. I mean, you can't give up on like your everyday necessities that you need, right? Like you're not gonna like, I don't know. There's other things that where you buy like cheap tires, for example, thinking that you're saving money, but no, you need to get your income up and have the right tires so that's actually saving your life. Like you're not saving money by going the cheap route and things, and not like, you know, being what's the dad's name and everybody hates Chris.
Oh
yeah, that guy.
Jones,
you're not, yeah, like that doesn't help anybody. But I was just talking specifically about Netflix. I don't think
man,
if
Gary, you want to chime in? Let's hear your perspective on it.
I think this is a dead horse, man. I think the conversation we can have on another pod is experiences versus saving, because I know Mo's big on experiences.
Yeah, that's a big one. We can definitely come back to it.
Got some bullet points for him.
By the end of the day, y'all met, yeah, like Drake said, I only try to be rich when I'm 40. I'm trying to make it now.
I think that's overrated. I think there's got to be a balance. There's definitely got to be a balance. End of the day,
like I'm saying, when you're 40 and older, it's all about kids. Don't get me wrong, passing down wealth to kids is important. But
he made a hot bar, I made a hot song. He made a hot bar, I made a hot song. Man, we're gonna go ahead and close it out, man. Jordan, you got anything else to say to the people before we wrap this joint up?
Just want to say, Mama, I made it. That's how this went. Man, I think everybody, I know y'all got a couple listeners, y'all gain a lot more views. Don't, kind of like with y'all, like, don't be scared or don't put something off to something you truly see yourself doing. Or don't be scared. Just go all in. Like, find a good group of people to support you. And don't be scared of the bad reviews or negative comments. Stay focused and continue doing what you want to do in the first place.
Right.
Alrighty. Man, and with that said, we out. Thanks for tuning in to Opinions to Million podcast. Please subscribe, like, comment, share. New episode dropping every week. You want to hop on the next one? Shoot us an email. Follow us on all social media at Opinions to Million. We out.